Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today's tarot reading is just gonna be what are people's first thoughts slash their first impression of you, and then I'm gonna do my best to do some Reiki healing because I would like to try some Reiki healing videos as well. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. This is just what are people's first impressions of you. So I have a new deck that I made last night. So we're gonna use my homemade deck. This is kind of just a new homemade tarot deck. I spent a lot of time on this yesterday, so we're gonna use this deck. We also might use my other homemade tarot deck, and this one I made it a long time ago, but I definitely will use it to get like more information in it. And then we also have this is my zodiac sign tarot deck, and this is kind of just to get like the energy. If I wanted to pick up what type of energy you kind of come off as. We also have my homemade oracle deck. This is kind of just like some advice or like from my angels type of thing, or if I wanted to come through to see like how your angels viewed you or maybe how people viewed you, I could also use this. And then we also have this little thing. It just has like random words on it to kind of represent different things. Definitely probably gonna add some more to this deck. And then we also have the original Rider's deck for the tarot reading today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. What are people's first impressions of you, the collective? I'm chewing a piece of gum, spearmint, because it helps my brain focus, and it was really needed for this reading because this reading, it's all over the place. I've had to record this so many times. I'm praying that this is the last time because I asked my angels to come through, and we're gonna see what they have. Okay, so this is what are people's first impressions of you. Okay, so people's first impressions of you. So every time I recorded this, I picked up on somebody who doesn't know, somebody who is dealing with an identity crisis, like somebody who doesn't know what their sexuality is. So you're somebody who comes off as like, people don't know, like question mark, literal question mark. People are fucking confused on your sexuality because people don't know. But it's very intriguing, like it draws people in. So you could be somebody who is struggling with your identity crisis. You don't necessarily know where you fit in, so you're like, I don't really fit in anywhere. I'm just here, okay? So you could be somebody who's more in your masculine energy at times, more in your feminine energy at times. You could be in that non-binary where you're like, I don't fit in with the feminine or masculine, so I'm just here or here, wherever. And people, like I said, question mark. People don't know. So people definitely see you as somebody who has an identity crisis a lot. So I picked up on like 2 messages from this deck, okay? From this reading, from the cards that came out. And these are the same exact cards that I've had to do, okay? Okay, so you struggle with your identity, question mark. Don't know where I fit in type of thing. Am I gender fluid? Am I just non-binary? Where the fuck do I fit in? And you probably don't know where you fit in, so you're like, yeah, this is probably what I am. But maybe you feel like you don't even fit in with that because you're just like, I'm just here. So we have the 2 of Swords and the Empress in reverse. So the ones that are in reverse are kind of going to represent behind the scenes type of energy. And the ones upright are going to be kind of like how you come off. As, you know, like this is the inner part of you. We have the Lovers in reverse as well. We have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Justice, and we have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands upright. So this is just going to be like how you come off, and the ones that are in reverse are going to be who you are behind the scenes, okay? We also have the King of Cups, which is out the bottom of the deck. So first things first, like I said, identity crisis, question mark. We have the Empress and we have the King of Cups. So right now, that's kind of question I don't know necessarily. You probably have also struggled to figure out what type of gender you like or that type of thing. And maybe I would think, here's the thing, I feel like people of any gender find you attractive. Like, you could pull anybody. You could literally pull anybody. And the fact that I have to redo this so many times, I don't know. So we have the Empress in reverse. So I feel like right off the bat with the Empress in reverse and the King of Cups upright, we're going to put these together for now. So I feel like you come off more with that masculine type of energy. And sometimes you come off with that feminine energy. I feel like you're somebody who feels like they don't fit in with the feminine aspect. Like, you don't fit in. And when I did the air quotes, I feel like maybe that's how you feel sometimes. You're like, I don't fit in with the feminine aspects, so I just pretend to be type of thing. Like, or I just try to fit in as best as I can type of thing. But you really don't fit in. So you could just come off more masculine. And you struggle to be in your feminine energy. And it's not it's not a bad thing, okay? It's not a bad thing. You're doing amazing. So we have the Empress. So since the Empress is in reverse, if the Empress was upright, I would kind of also say, like, you could be somebody who you come off as this Empress energy, but you also come off as the King of Cups energy. And if I had to pick out two cards for how I kind of come off as when it comes to the deck, I would probably say the Empress in reverse, the King of Cups upright, the High Priestess upright as well. Like that High Priestess type of energy, but kind of struggle with that Empress feminine aspect of me. And the Empress, when I think of the Empress, I think of Mother Nature. I think of, like, I don't know, I think of somebody who's very nurturing. And maybe that's what you're struggling with. Maybe that's what you're trying to figure out. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to be more nurturing, because here's the thing. If you look at your birth chart and you find your North Node, that is what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. And you can you can literally look up your birth chart, you can find videos based off of that, and then they'll also show you your South Node, which is how you were in a past life. So, for example, my past life, I was very masculine, and for this lifetime, I'm supposed to tap more into my feminine energy aspects. And since the Empress came out, I guarantee you a lot of you can relate to whoever's watching this. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because for somebody who has struggled with their identity their whole entire life and still struggles stepping into that feminine energy, you could just very much come off as this very nurturing, natural healer type of energy, very loving as well, like sitting on the throne type of thing, but you struggle with it because it's in reverse. But it's not a bad thing to struggle with it, because, you know, I look at the Empress and I'm like, she is very much loved. She is very much nurtured. She's very much cared for. I pick up, like, Cancer vibes. I also picked up on Taurus, Libra type of thing. We also have Justice, which represents Libra, so. But I feel like you struggle with that aspect of you. And I don't know, that like you come off, like, since you're somebody who doesn't necessarily know how to represent yourself or kind of come off how you feel like you want to come off, it just comes off as this very cute energy. Very cute. Like you're cute, you're pretty, you're beautiful type of thing. But, like, I don't know, when I think of the word pretty and cute, I think of somebody who's very soft and nurturing and gives off that type of energy. And we also have the Two of Swords in reverse, so I feel like maybe there's a part of you that's blocking this energy, but you're kind of learning how to express that part of you more. But you're kind of learning how to express that behind the scenes. And I feel like a lot of people don't get to see this feminine side of you. Because a lot of people, I feel like you come off as that King of Cups energy. You come off as somebody who's like you're willing to cry and shit in public, or you're willing to cry, you're willing to, like, sit on your throne type of thing. You're willing to just be emotionally available, mentally mature, emotionally mature. And you come off as very tough and energy type of thing. Also, I have my homemade deck right here, and I did this yesterday. I want to kind of go off of how the King of Cups is. So I said kind of come off as somebody who's like, kind of, my bad. So you come off as somebody who's like, King of Cups energy. Like, we have Mars, which represents Tuesday, physical energy, passion, ambition, sexuality, and strength. So I feel like with that masculine energy, like, you come off as somebody who's very, like, rough and tough type of energy. Like, you give off this, like, your masculine energy gives off this very, like, sexual energy. Like, you're very ambitious about what you're doing. You're very passionate about what you're doing. You're very open to what you're doing type of thing. Maybe somewhat, but you're kind of learning as it goes. Like, I just picked up somebody who's very, like, sexually attractive. Like, people see you physically and sexually attractive, but they also see you emotionally and mentally attractive as well, since these are on the bottom. These are the bottom two cards, and we also have physically attractive as well. And we also have heart chakra. So you could be somebody who's very loving type of thing. Like, people love your energy. People think you're, people not only think you're physically and sexually attractive, but the fact that you're able to express your emotions. You're able to express your emotions, and you're able to express your mental, maybe your mental health as well. That's a very sexy. It's a very attractive. And you got a nice body. Whether your body is thin, you got that thick, body. Like, your body's literally perfect the way it is, okay? Don't even change anything about you. You could also be somebody who wears very, like, long clothes, oversized clothes. And since we also have, like, all their clothes, like, very oversized, like, you could be somebody who wears, like, patterns, or, like, maybe you wear pearls, you wear necklaces, you give off this crown energy, queen energy, nature energy, nurturing energy, somebody who's very spiritual. We also have spiritual that came out with this. So the spiritual kind of represents that Empress energy, and I'm going to put it upright. So you come off as somebody who's very, like, spiritual, somebody who's very high priestess energy, like somebody who's very connected to the earth, somebody who's very connected to their angels, connected to, maybe you're somebody who's just very connected to all things in general. Like, you come off as somebody who's just this energy. Like, people love that. Very feminine energy, very masculine energy, very spiritual. You may even come off as, like, Empress and, Emperor type of energy. Like, you might come off as, like, King of Cups, Queen of Cups energy, like, very balanced as well. I feel like you get a lot of male attention. And it could be the opposite. You could get a lot of female attention, but I feel like a lot of male attention. Okay, so we also have quiet the mind and the soul will speak. Like I said, you could be somebody who's very calm, cool, collected, quiet type of thing. Softness, acceptance, love, supportive relationships, softness, compassion, fulfillment, equal exchange type of energy. Like, you give off this very peaceful energy. People like that about you. You give off a very loving type of vibe. Okay, so we also have the Lovers and we have the Eight of Cups. So, like, I feel like at times you give people this loving energy, but then you also walk away from this loving energy at times, because maybe you've walked away from somebody recently and they weren't necessarily mature enough for you. I don't know, that kind of just is what I picked up earlier as well, because I picked up 2 different things from this set of cards. And maybe you have also walked away from multiple love interests or people that you have loved. I do pick up this energy of like you've walked away from people who no longer serve you type of thing. Like you're ready to walk onto your next path, even if it means leaving somebody behind that you love, that you have super deep love for. I'm also picking up like this angel energy, and you see like the sun right here. Like you give off this very angelic energy. Like we're not focused on them, we're focused on the angel right now. So like you're very like heart, like not heart, well heart energy, yeah. But you're very like angelic, like you hug somebody and people, like your hug is just, maybe it's addicting, maybe it's very healing type of thing. Like you're healing energy type of thing. And I feel like you're also somebody who has done a lot of healing in the past, and people wonder why you've healed so much and wonder why you probably come off as somebody who's like, people are like, oh yeah, that person, they seem so good, like they don't need nobody. You come off as somebody who doesn't need anybody, when in reality you've cried over a lot of people from your past. You've had to heal from a lot of people of your past. You've had to heal from a lot of people who weren't serving you. You've had to walk away from a lot of people who weren't serving you, and it's brought a lot of conflict into your life. It's brought a lot of drama into your life. It's brought a lot of chaos into your life. But that doesn't stop you from healing, because even if you recently walked away from somebody who no longer serves you, you're always doing the right thing. And if you needed like some type of confirmation that if you did recently walk away from somebody, we have the Justice card, and this is upright. So if you were looking for like that sign to say like, did I walk away from somebody who no longer served me? Like, was that the right choice? Yes, you walked away from somebody who doesn't deserve you, because you could have walked away from somebody or walked away from multiple people who don't serve you the way you need to be served. Like, you could have walked away from somebody who just wasn't giving you everything that you needed, and that hurt a lot. I feel like you've been hurt so many times in the past by love, by friends, by people who have betrayed you, and people see you as somebody who's always willing to walk away type of thing. We also have Justice, like I said, and we also have the 9 of Wands. I feel like, so look at this. So imagine that these sticks, imagine this is your angel, your crew behind you. Okay, so like I said, if you needed a confirmation that you walked away from somebody who no longer served you, or any situation recently that no longer served you, you did the right thing. That's a yes. Yes, yes, yes from me, yes from my angels. Okay, so imagine that these wands represent your angels. Like, you're somebody who has a hell of a spiritual team, and since the Justice is with us, every time I look at the 9 of Wands, sometimes I like to look at it as somebody who has a lot of people around them. And since the Justice kind of comes out and clarifies it, you have walked away from multiple people, and I'm talking about in this lifetime. No matter how old you are, no matter how many people you've walked away from since middle school, high school, elementary, and so on, no matter how many family members you walked away from, friends, you have walked away from people who no longer serve you. And the fact that the Justice is here, that kind of just shows me that you have people on the other side who are like, you're a badass. You give off this badass type of energy. And not only do your angels see that you have this badass energy, but they are right behind you. Like, they are right behind you. And sometimes you feel like you don't necessarily know what to do or where to go, or very maybe confused at times because you don't necessarily know where the path is going to take you. But you know where everything's kind of going. Like, your angels have pulled so many people out of your life. Your angels have pulled people away from you who no longer serve you because you have walked away from anything and everything that no longer serves you because you just have that energy. Like, anything and everything you did in a past life that had to do with karma, and now that you're having to relearn about yourself, like, anything and everything that you did in a past life that you are now kind of making up for, because maybe you're an old soul and you've lived here many times, or your angels have helped you pick up after a lot of karma. You have you have picked yourself back up so many times, and your angels have been there by your side so many times to pull you out of situations that no longer served you because they saw things that you did not. And you're still here, and you still keep going no matter what. And that is something big. That is something huge. That is something crazy that a lot of people have a hard time doing. A lot of people have a hard time walking away from things that no longer serve them because they are afraid that, they're afraid to walk away from things, or you're just somebody who does a lot of spiritual healing and you've had to walk away from so many things that you always get the justice that you deserve. Like, you always get what you deserve, and your angels don't ever, your angels don't ever leave you hanging. They don't ever leave you one-sided. Like, your angels have always given you 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000,000%. And they continue to do that. Even if you've never asked them for help, or you don't ask them for help all the time, you have had them help you out so many times and help pull you away from so many situations. You're just kind of there. And that's the beauty of it. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize who is behind you, like who on your spirit team is behind you. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't realize the amount of ancestors and angels who are on your side. Like, you might even have angels on the other side who are like, if somebody legit messes with you, they will literally come back and give that person karma. And if you did just walk away from somebody or something that no longer served you, that person got their karma. That person, not only did that person get that karma of you walking away from them, because maybe you walked away from somebody who never had people say no to them, and you were different. You were different. You could have been in a situation where you noticed that a lot of people, when it came to this person or these people that you were around, a lot of people never gave up on that person. A lot of people kept coming back to that person, and you were just like, no. And that person was probably shocked. That person was probably like, huh? That person was probably like, you walked away from me? Type of thing. Like I said, you have walked away from so much, and your angels still give you this good karma. Like, good things happen to you. No matter what you go through, your angels are still there for you. And like I said, if anybody really tries to mess with you, and I'm talking to people out there who legit talk to their angels, talk to their ancestors, and have seen how bad their angels have hit people with their karma for messing with you, because you are one of the chosen ones. You are one of the black sheep of the family. You are the one that was chosen to do this healing, and your angels have been with you this whole entire time. And people have got worse things happen to them. Like, I know my angels do not play around. They do not play around. So, like, that's the type of energy I pick up. Like, your angels do not play around. Your angels don't play around with nobody. If somebody low vibrational tries to come in your life and mess with you and try to throw you off and try to make things go bad for you, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. because you're just going to end up getting yourself picked back up from this, and you're just going to end up walking away from it. So, yeah. That is something that is so amazing about you. That is, like, first impressions, like, but that's the thing. I feel like when it comes to people, like, people, maybe, here's the thing. Maybe people don't necessarily like to talk to you or come up to you because you give off this energy of, like, people don't want to come up to you type of thing. Like, you give off that energy of, like, oh, I should not walk up to that person. I shouldn't talk to that person because I'm terrified. Like, you give off this terrifying energy, and I think it's also because of your angels. Like, I feel like your angels kind of give off this terrifying energy because, like, they're all around you, and they come after anybody and everything that no longer serves you, and they really put people in their place type of thing. And I feel like that's why also a lot of people don't come up to you, because it's just something about your energy. Like, you're so protected on the other side, people don't even want to mess with you. And it's not that people don't want to come up to you, it's because you have people on the other side who are protecting you. So if you feel like, oh, why don't people come up to me type of thing, it's not necessarily you, it's your angels literally protecting you. Because people are probably going to say something, people are probably not going to have the best things to say to you, and your angels, they gonna protect you. They gonna make people walk away from you because they're like, this person no longer serves you. So if somebody comes into your life and you don't get, like, a bad feeling about them, and that person doesn't make you feel like, oh, you want to chase them away, or your angels don't chase that person away, there's probably a good reason that that person's supposed to be in your life. That person's either a lesson, or that person's actually meant to be in your life long term. So I definitely do say, your angels are definitely saying, like, watch out for the people who are in your life. Watch out for, anybody who wants to come into your life, because your angels is going to take care of them no matter what. No matter what people do to you, your angels going to take care of them. So, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my Reiki healing later. Bye.